If I don't want to buy at that price, I sell. That was used to be my philosophy. And I find myself evolving a little bit from that one, because occasionally I find a business, I find an insight that I just like the business so much, I all of a sudden find myself being a real owner of basically saying somebody attempted to really get me to sell because the price is very good. It's not something I'm willing to buy, put it that way, at that price. But my hunch is the probability is with me that over the next 10 years, better and better and better. And that's really the law of the distribution of good businesses. The leaders take a disproportionate amount of capital. And in certain industries, that advantage, that huge advantage, and that's when I really began to think, okay, so now you got to do a different calculation. Okay, you sell, A, you may not be able to find another opportunity to buy it back, and B, you have to pay huge amount of tax, because at that point, assuming you're right, you already accumulated a giant amount of a tax, which you have been borrowing from government interest-free. Essentially, if you don't sell, you basically borrow, you're leveraging your position by a margin of 30% or something. I mean, in my case, it would be 50%. If you, by the time you add 12% in the state, all of the other stuff, it's like 40, 50%. So you're leveraging a position 40 to 50% interest-free, and it's not called upon, and it's indefinite loan from the government to you. And so if you can think, and the business will be able to deploy that capital at a return that roughly, it's not even 15%. A superb business I usually find is a 50 to 100% return on deployed capital. And they're able to deploy that. Boy, that mathematics get very, very interesting very quickly. Now, the caveat for that one is you have to be confident, reasonably confident, to be able to project that long. And I would say there's only a handful of opportunities in your entire lifetime you'll be able to project that far off. If you're an investment banker, all you do is really project into infinity, and that's bullshit. You know it's a bullshit. Everybody else knows it's a bullshit. You don't know. You can't really project for the next day. How do you know you can really go to, assumption for the next 5 years, and after another 5 years, then infinity, terminal value, all of that shit? It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing.